watching the 2024-25 SCAC Swimming and Diving Media Days. Today, we're taking a dive into Southwestern University men's and women's swimming and diving programs. All right, so once again, be led as they head season of guidance of head coach John Duncan, along with leadership from juniors James Cosman on the men's side and Kylie Allemeier on the women's side. And Coach James, Kylie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey, Russell. Good to see you.
Coach, we'll open up with you heading into your 14th season there as the head coach of this Pirates swimming and diving programs. Where have you seen the biggest growths in these two groups over these past 13 years? And, just how excited to be back here at the start of a new season going into year 14?
Yeah, I'm very excited starting year 14. This seems like a handful of years ago I started at Southwestern, but we're a little smaller team this year. And I think there's a lot of things that we can do different, more coming together, kind of running those single practices instead of doing a lot of those double afternoons. So more of our swimmers are practicing at the same time. And so they're coming in before practice in the locker room, they're leaving together. So those are kind of very important right now, kind of restructuring the team, and it's been great. So we can do a lot more with our swimmers, to stroke technique, to really a lot more one-on-one this year than previous years with our larger teams.
James, the start of the season is always special. I'm interested what you love about the start of a new year, a fresh season. What are you looking forward to most heading into this junior season?
What I love the most about starting a new season is just all the new faces, the new people that come in. It changes the culture, and it seems like every year that I've been on the swim team, it has gotten better. So coming in from my sophomore year, where the culture was really good, to this new class coming in and really, really excited for swimming and the future that this season holds for us. And what I'm most excited for this season is just the amount of racing. We've already had a few meets, and everyone is so excited about just having that competition. Everyone's excited to be doing these races.
Kylie, I'm interested just in a vibe check from the team thus far. Just here, start of the season, just getting in the pool. What's it been like to be back with this group? How is the team feeling thus far about in and out of the pool? And what is this group looking forward to most as a team heading into the season?
We're definitely ramping up the energy. Like James said, we had a couple meets and the energy is always high. We work really hard to keep the energy high in the pool during practice, keeping things loud. So I think everybody on the team is really excited. We're really working on becoming closer to each other, working on letting each other know that everybody is there for them. We are here for you to help you get better. And so we're just really excited and looking forward to our upcoming meets.
Coach, I'm interested. What have you grown to love most about occupying that space as the head coach there of these men's and women's swimming and diving programs at Southwestern? What have you grown to love the most about coaching, and why has it worked so well being there at Southwestern in the time that you've spent being the leader of these two programs?
I mean, we bring in 18-year-olds and they leave at 22. I mean, freshman to senior year, the change in just the mindset coming in, growing so much mentally, some of our, physically for our guys, getting stronger, but just the overall experience of what you see in freshman year, senior year, going into internships, going into, job interviews, their medical school exams or entrance exams. And so just getting to know them for 4 years and seeing what they're doing when they leave Southwestern is phenomenal. They're going to have some challenges. We have a lot of swimmers that, come in my office, and we try to work on a plan with those challenges to move forward. But just the relationships that I have with faculty, staff here has kept me here for 14 years. Bringing in new students and mentoring them and guiding them to success in the pool, in the classroom, and just life in general has been amazing. So, and we're in a good area of Texas too. And so we're just right down the street from Austin, Texas, but we're one of the fastest growing cities. So there's just a lot of stuff that's kept me and my family here at Southwestern in Georgetown, Texas. So, we're looking towards always to the future, and it's just trying to inspire those individuals and get them better.
James, so what's your favorite part about, being a collegiate athlete, being a collegiate swimmer, and why does, being a part of this Southwestern program help strengthen those things that you love so much?
By far my favorite thing about collegiate swimming is the instant community you have. It's kind of a joke. You just add water, all of our new people, that first practice, it's like instant friends, the whole community that's willing to do anything for you. I've had several seniors, other people in my class that I probably would not have interacted with that can help me not only on the physical side, but throughout all of the different challenges that occur in college. And that, excuse me, and that each thing that no matter what happens, I know I can come in here and be like, hey, I don't understand this, or something's going on, and I can come over and be like, hey, Kylie, I need some help. And she's like, either I know exactly how to help you, or I know somebody who does. And then being here at Southwestern has really strengthened that because our team is a bit smaller. You're not having to, we're a bit smaller, but because of that, you get to know every person on a very individual level.
Kylie, one of the things that Coach and I have talked about this time of the year and years past is just, each year obviously brings a new team, and each year, new folks and new athletes step into new roles. And for you coming into this junior season, I'm interested in how you've seen your role change within this program over the last few years, coming into your first year as an upperclassman. Have you seen yourself kind of take on some of those leadership roles in a little bit heavier way, and how you shoulder those, coming into this season?
So I definitely have seen my role change a lot because we graduated so many seniors last year. We don't have many upperclassmen. We don't have any senior women this year. So us four junior women have definitely had to step up and kind of help guide the underclassmen and really just take a leadership role and letting everybody know this is what you need to be doing. This is what's expected of you. And we are here to help guide you through that. And the men have definitely stepped up as well. We only have one senior guy. And so the juniors, like James, have definitely had to step up too and help guide the underclassmen through the challenges that we've seen so far. And we will continue to do that.
Coach, tell us a little about these programs. Tell us about some of these teams, the personalities. Obviously, you mentioned a little bit smaller programs this season, but it seems like it's strengthened just kind of the culture and the togetherness, just hearing from these athletes, the way they talk. So what have you to learn about these two teams? What are you excited with these groups coming into the season?
Yeah, I mean, every year a team is special to me some way or other. And I always cherish those. There's always, the seniors and those who leave the program. And but it's not, bringing in always a new freshman class and seeing our sophomore juniors kind of really step up. We got a lot of different roles in our program, to leadership, to, hey, you're the motivator during meets. You're the one taking out the lane lines and the flags for diving. You're doing this and this. You can be silent leaders too. You're the one maybe working hard in practice. You're the one that's doing whatever role, like social media. We got some people stepping up with that. So it's right now it's been very, very fun and very, I think coming in every day. And, as coaches, there's always kind of that grind. We're getting there, but it's been very enjoyable kind of doing single practices, us coming together and really get to know the team better. There's a lot of positive energy in practices. We just had our first meet with Colorado on Saturday, so really good energy there. They're listening to me. I think that's a smaller group. They're actually doing the things that I tell them to do in races, to cooling down or warming up. Everyone's wearing their correct shirt that I told them to wear in the email or the team meeting. And so that's been really, really helpful for us and our coaching staff. And I think it's definitely going to be, leading into a great season. So we're looking forward to our meet this weekend against St. Thomas this Friday and at McMurray. We have Austin College coming up on the 9th. It'll be our home meet. And then mid-season meet down in San Antonio. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So I was telling the team yesterday, next Friday is November the 1st. Where did October go? It happens in a blink of an eye, but we try to take things day at a time. And then kind of look forward to, just racing. So racing this weekend. We got a few more opportunities to race. Before you know it, Russell, it's going to be Thanksgiving. And then the holidays, Christmas and all that. And then we're looking forward to a conference in February, which will be our last SCAC championship as Southwestern, us and Trinity are leaving for the SAA.
Finally, as we wrap up with our two student athletes, when you've had conversations with some of the other teammates and leaders within your locker room about some of the goals and expectations for these seasons, what have those conversations looked like? And ultimately, what do you see as being key to come together and accomplishing those heading into the year?
Right. A lot of the conversations that I've seen are people really wanting to go fast and win. There's been very few conversations on the men's side about times. It's been, I want to go and I want to place, top 3 at SCACs. I want to win this event. And it's kind of come back to that whole conversation of trust, where you have to trust that the coaches know what they're doing, that when your teammate is saying something, that we have your best interest in heart. And by doing that, it's really helped build this idea that, hey, if somebody, regardless of where they're at, says, James, you need to be doing more dolphin kicks, then I listen and be like, okay, you're right. I didn't do as many as I should have on that set. I'm gonna pick it up. And that's just the conversations have been wonderful to have and wonderful to see them not only be talked out, but also be walked out in practice.
Yeah, all of the conversations that I've had with women, it's very focused on, what do I need to do to make myself better? In what area do I need to work harder to accomplish my goal? Whether that is like a place that you have in mind, or times that you want to improve on, events that you want to get into where maybe you haven't been doing those lately. And especially with my distance women, we're such a close group. We go through very intense practices together. So we definitely are always having a conversation on, how do we make our swimming better? How do we improve our times? And just working on becoming closer as a team overall. That always helps me swim faster, knowing that your team is on the sidelines supporting you, even through the longest race, the mile, or the shortest race, 30 seconds maybe. Knowing that your team is there is so important to helping you go fast and accomplish your goals.
Finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, as you mentioned, coming into the season, of course, the final year for Southwestern in the SCAC, and you can't tell the story of SCAC swimming without certainly the program there at Southwestern, but also you, Coach Duncan. You've been a big part of this league, going back to your time as an assistant at DePaul before taking over as coach at Rhodes, 2 former SCAC members. Then, of course, now you're going into year 14 there at Southwestern. So, I'm interested in what the SCAC and the league has meant to you. And, knowing that it's the final year for Southwestern, is that something that motivates you and the staff to make it the best year as possible coming into the season?
Yeah, it's definitely been, quite a journey. Russell, you were there, Dwayne, I think, started in 2003 at DePaul University. And then just learning just what the Division III philosophy was. But, with the SCAC and just the organization, the structure, to athlete of the month or athlete of the week, sorry, to just running successful, wonderful conference championships. You guys did such a great job now. The NCAA for Division III Nationals is contacting you guys. I think that happened once or twice, but just a phenomenal job to the leadership. What you and Dwayne have done is outstanding. And there's just been a lot of schools that have come and gone. And then unfortunately, us and Trinity are leaving in the SCAC to go to the SAA. But no, it's just it's been a good run in the SCAC, and I'm sure you guys will continue to do a phenomenal job. But yeah, we're trying to just keep focused on this season. And yeah, I think, we're definitely going to miss the conference championships in Texas. And that's going to be something where, we're probably going to have fewer spectators and parents. So it's going to be maybe for the parents too, that, hey, we're going to have to do some traveling, next year, but knowing that, hey, that represent, Southwestern, in Texas is going to be something special for us.
Southwestern University head men's and women's swimming and diving coach John Duncan, along with junior leaders James Cosman on the men's side and Kylie Allemeier on the women's side. Coach James, Kylie, thanks so much for joining us today. Best of luck as you head into the season.
Thanks, Russell. Take care.